Hey guys, welcome to the final chapter of the mail opening saga. Of this mail opening saga, maybe we'll have another one at some stage, but this is it. And as you can see, we are ending on a pretty big one, but not only is it pretty big, it's pretty good as well. I actually forgot what this was. I only remembered this when I went through my list, my purchase history to find one of the previous bundles, that I even remembered I'd bought this. And so I can't fully remember what's in it, just like last week. You know me, I prefer to not know, I prefer not remember as much as I can, so it's a nice surprise. But what I do know is there are some really nice figures in here. I paid up a little bit more than I normally would, but that's because I knew that the resale value and the keeping value, the retention value is really there, and it's going to be a great one. So I think this is a strong end to a strong mail opening series. I can't believe we're coming to the end. I'm going to have to get rid of the mountain at some stage by selling it. So we're gonna get into this, and I will be only slightly less surprised than you will be on what this is, because I know what about maybe 5 figures in this are. And most of that is from that quick fleeting glance I got in my purchase history. I can't remember how much I spent on this, but I'll probably put that on the screen in post. And I am going to have to cut this entire thing open. This shoebox that they've come in, this is quite a premium shoebox. It's really quite cool. Okay. It's only the second parcel in the mail opening saga that came in a shoebox. Now, that's just the packaging smell. I could smell a smell. I wasn't sure if it was smoky. Oh man. Oh, this bundle, guys. This bundle. All I've done is peel this back, and this bundle is huge. Right. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Some of this is pretty dirty, just off the surface. But that means we've got to do a fig bath. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a bit of a disappointment. I have to put this one down because the box is so heavy. I'm not going to be able to stand here and go through the whole thing. Oh my god, everything. I keep getting little glimpses of what's in this bundle, and this bundle is huge. So let's just get into it. So we're starting on a little bit of a disappointing one. We've got another sticky figure. It's an Elite Undertaker, but as you can see, there is just ink all over his face. That just does not look like that's going to clean off. So that's probably going to be a clean up and stick it on eBay for someone to pick up for fodder. That's a disappointing start. Like I say, it is a little bit sticky. So just like the Jim Duggan, I'm just going to keep him separate from everything else. We are then going to change pace a little bit with a sticky and dusty Undertaker. Again, do you get it? It didn't change pace at all. This at least doesn't have ink all over it, so again, that'll be a cleanup job. I do have one of these listed from one of the previous bundles, but it's not really worth anything, so probably end up getting bundled again. Now, let's cheer things up a little bit. Let's cheer things up. So this is still a bit dirty, but again, we're just going to give it a clean. We got a basic Sting. I don't know what these go for nowadays. It's actually a really nice Sting head. That's really clean looking, in the sense of like stylish clean, not physically clean. It's actually still quite dirty, but I don't know what Sting basics go for nowadays, but better than most things. You know what isn't better than most things? I've said this once already. What was this guy doing with these? Where are these figures from? Because they're all sticky. They all have like a kind of rubbery. They all kind of have like a sticky texture to them with dust all over them. Again, I've already said before, I expected Batista Basics to go for more than they do. But, it's still novel to see them. I actually used to really like the silver one, but basics aren't of much consequence to me. Let's ramp things up a bit, because this has been a bit of a slow start. This figure is also filthy. This is also fig bath material, but it's another Elite Lex Luger. And as we've already seen, I am not touching that. Jesus Christ. That's not showing up so good, but under the tits and stuff, there is just God knows what. These are disgusting. But this Lex Luger, as we've already seen him once in the mail opening saga, I've already sold him once for $10.99, so that is good. Are any of these figures not filthy is what I'm wondering now. Let's go for a slightly more boring one that isn't filthy, and it has some short boots, which might be of interest in reducing the height of the Eli Drake / LA Knight custom I was trying to make ages ago. We've got Simon Gotch, and this one is actually, you know, it's not sticky at least. It's not super interesting, but it is Simon Gotch. I feel like the peg on Elite boots and basic boots is different, but we can check that anyway. We've got the Aiden English to go with the Simon Gotch. It's not so bad, not so bad. Does maybe feel like it needs a little bit of a clean, but yeah. We've got another one of that same basic Ultimate Warrior from last week. Not really much to say about that. It is a nice figure though, isn't it? And it's relatively clean compared to the others, if still not fantastic. Now, let's get into another tag team. We've got more elites here. Another tag team. More short boots. We've got Chad Gable. I probably won't hold on to this. I don't think I particularly have much use for him. But, you know, the possibility is there. Maybe he'll get kept. But again, we'll check those short boots and whether they'll work as part of my Eli Drake custom. And of course, as I say, this is the tag team, so we've also got Jason Jordan. Guy's in really good, oh, maybe not. I was about to say this guy's got really good joints, and then that happened. But yeah, cool. I'm trying to avoid this figure that's sat right on the top because it is a gem. So we go for another basic Braun Strowman. I had one of this exact one earlier on. It's like a homecoming or something. It's like highlights from all the previous ones are coming back. We've got this Braun Strowman. I currently have one of these listed for $7.45, but there's been no interest so far. So God knows whether he'll get listed individually or bundled up. We'll just have to see. We got a basic Randy Savage. Now this is probably worth a couple of pounds, even if it does need. If you can see that, a little bit of dirt cleaning off the back there. I mean, I'm always curious as to what brown dirt is, for obvious reasons. We have got a basic British Bulldog. Does have some dirt all over it. Again, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this bundle to be so dirty. It really didn't look particularly suspect on the listing. Basic British Bulldog, again, I don't really know what that's going to be worth, but more than most basics, I should imagine. And we've got this classic figure of Boo Boo Ray Dudley. And he does that. Remember all those times in all those matches when Bubba Dudley flicked the switch on his back and he did that? Yeah, that's just a straight sale. I've never actually encountered one of these style of figures before. In fact, until today, I don't know if I've ever seen one before. Probably saw it in the listing when I bought this, I guess. But, you know, let's do another sweet basic. We got a basic Kane. Now, I don't know what Kanes are looking like nowadays, but back in the day when this fella came out, they were pretty solid. I remember we got one returned. When I worked in the Entertainer, a kid had opened it fully, returned it with the packaging. We taped it back up and someone bought it again within the hour. Kane, pretty good to pick up. Again, could do with a bit of a clean. All these little bits of residue are starting to come off of my hands. This is a really urgent fig bath. We are going to go for Lana now. Now, this is the Lana I use in DSW. We obviously have the standard very loose waist joint that comes with her. And yeah, she needs a little bit of cleaning. She's probably going to end up in a bundle of some sort because I can't imagine there's any value to her really. And we are going, you know what? I'll show you this. This is quite funny. We also got a basic Chad Gable as well. Like, what guy's thinking, oh, I need to buy another Chad Gable? I don't know, but this one needs cleaning. I know that much. But yeah. We've got, here's a cool basic, that needs cleaning. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, you can get a little bit more than your average basic for these, maybe like £5 or £6. It's a pretty decent margin when you're doing this kind of thing because, you know, most basics don't sell for anywhere near that much. They sell for £3 at best, and they sit in your eBay store for ages. I'm going to get rid of some duds here, and then we want to finish strong. We got a basic Sheamus, some paint loss, very loose head, and crap all over it. What I'm probably going to do with these is as much as I want to kind of get back on the train of doing fig bath content, I'm probably going to stick these just straight in the sink. The worst ones I'll maybe keep to a side to do some satisfying cleaning videos with, but most of these are probably just going to get chucked straight in the sink and then, you know, done, because I need to get these listed. I can't be waiting around for a time when I can be bothered making a fig bath video. We got a valueless Ruthless Aggression Triple H, but it's less filthy than some of these. I mean, this is a really good bundle to end on, but I feel like the lack of cleanliness on them, Jesus Christ, this one's filthy. I feel like the lack of cleanliness on them is ruining it. But we got a Corey Graves basic. He's got no jacket on. He's got crap all around his collar. And when I say crap, like, what is this brown stuff all over? Because, you know, like, who's just fucking coating? Why are they all sticky? Why is why is so many of these figures just sticky all over the legs? What was this kid doing with his figures? But yeah, that's kind of filthy. But we'll clean him up and we'll see what we can get from him. I haven't got the faintest idea what that might be worth. We've got another basic Bulldog. This one really needs clean around the face area there. So, yeah. Hope these are worth a couple of quid. I mean, I imagine you can probably get at least a £5 for them. Let's try and step things up a little bit. I'm not touching that. We got a basic Kevin Nash that really needs cleaning. But it's not a bad basic at all. And I already have a Scott Hall that has been listed for a long time now. And it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I don't seem to be getting any offers on it either. So maybe we can bundle it up with this Kevin Nash once he's been cleaned. We are coming right to the end of the bundle now. We have got a basic Paul Orndorff, still a bit dirty. No idea what this is worth, but again, I'm hoping for sort of a £5 and postage kind of ways. I don't regret buying this, but it's a shame that it's so dirty because it would be such a good bundle if not. Now, next up, we have something I've been trying to pick up in a bundle for a while, this whole time really, and that is a Dean Malenko, because my Dean Malenko's joints are always a cause of frustration when I use him. Even when I was pick fedding that Radicals Hardys match, so that one actually seems like it has pretty good joints. It just needs cleaning, and I think at least a large part of it is the fact that my Dean Malenko's boot is warped in the middle, and that's a factory error. So what I've always wanted to do is get a second Dean Malenko and swap that boot over and then sell the initial one on. And Malenko is a fine value elite. Like, there is a fair bit of value to these. I've been outbidded on them many times. So we can probably get, like, I don't know, 15 maybe for him as well after that. So we got a good mark back there. We just need to give him a bit of a clean, give him a boot swap. I would say if he's in good condition in terms of joints, I would swap him out for the one I already have. But emotional attachments and being a weirdo, you know, probably can't do that. But that brings us on to the final figure in this bundle. And again, we can clean this up. We can keep this. We can sell this. The value is there. Or I could give him another chance in my Fed, because I actually had exactly this figure once before and sold it boxed. This is a real gem. And it is Goldberg. I don't know what this is worth, but I sold my boxed one for £30 in the end because I just decided I'd rather have the money than the figure. The waist joint is a little bit loose there. Goldberg figures will always seem to go back to being worth money, so it should be worth a fair bit. He does need a clean, but all in all, there is going to be money in that to bring back some of this some of the value from this bundle. And that is the end of this mail opening. And that is the end of the mail opening saga. A little bit of a dirty ending, but there should be some good value in this. And, you know, I'm sure you guys will have seen that. I'm sure I'll have put those in post, and you guys can see that. So, if you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the mail opening playlist in the end screen. As I say, this is the end of, like, what, 7 mail openings or something in, like, weekly. And yeah, so I'm gonna go wash my hands. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for a video I want to do after this, which is basically telling you what everything in all of these mail openings has sold for. So maybe some of these will have sold already by that point, because this is 2 weeks away at this stage. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.